All right, today I want to introduce you to a brand new tool here at Hunter Works. This is a 2025 CF Moto U10 Pro Highland. This is the very first aftermarket puller available for this unit. The OE puller, the CF Moto, is about $92. This is right at half of the cost of that. It is made right here in the United States, heat treated and black oxide coated. Hunter Works sells a ton of clutch pullers for different vehicles, Polaris, etc. I also want to tell you, you CF Moto guys, in the future, as when we get our own belt for this, you'll probably see that belt a lot in just about every video, but I do want you to know we're working on a properly dimensioned belt and a super high quality belt. In the next couple months, we should have it. So today, not only are we introducing the clutch puller, but I want to show you how to pull the primary clutch and put it back on and torque it, etc. So just an introduction and a how to use, okay? So the point at where we are is the clutch cover's off. Now this, you do not have to have your vehicle on a lift. You don't have to take your tire off. You know, most of this is so you can see and I don't have to bend over. To get the clutch cover off, you simply take the screws out. I use a flex drive on a 1/4 inch impact, and there's a couple of ducts. Take the clamps off, pull it off, and this is what you got. Okay, and so the first step is going to be remove the primary bolt. Now, if the camera's clear enough, you're going to see I got a couple of screws removed in my primary, and I'll show you why that is shortly. Okay. Now, this part that I'm fixing to do is optional. I'm going to do it today. We sell a little belt change screw, and we got a video on how to change a belt. But I like to, when I'm pulling a primary clutch, to have the belt slack to make it go back on easy. So I'm putting our little belt change tool in, spread secondary. All right, see how our belt's real slack now? I'm gonna take a 21 millimeter socket and pop the primary bolt out. All right, then you take your Hunter Works clutch puller and you screw it in. Now you screw it into threads that it's inside the clutch itself and bottoming out in the bottom of the hole in the crankshaft. So I get a few threads in, just know that it's in there good. And then I take my, all right, see it popped off real easy. Take my puller back out, and then the clutch can come off. All right, primary clutch is off. Okay, now doing whatever you're doing with it, then it's time to go back on. You hook your belt, put it back on the crank. I'm gonna orientate the two screws I took back pretty much in the same spot. Then we're gonna take the bolt, get it started. Now I'm going to take the impact and screw it back in only to the point of snug, like that. And then we're going to grab a torque wrench. All right, now we're going to torque the primary clutch. We've got a service manual, and the torque on it is 52 pounds. And oddly, the torque on the primary bolt and the secondary bolt are both 52 pounds. Okay, now is where it comes in about why I have bolts removed. This is what we call a torque tool here. Originally we created it for the Can-Am primary clutches. It works on some of the Polarises. And depending on the clutch, to how it's made, if it's got a spider, a threaded spider and a nut, you can't really use it. But nonetheless, this tool works on this CF Moto primary clutch, and you got these little pins. So you're gonna put these little pins right in this hole, and it'll come down and touch the A-arm right there. You take your torque wrench, put on the, let's get in a good position, and start torquing it. There it went. You can hear it clicking. It's never a good idea to have a primary clutch turn backwards on any of these engines. Then you take your torque tool out. Your primary is essentially done. Take our screw out, the secondary. Then rotate your secondary until the belt is back tight again. And that is how you use our tool. Take the primary off, put it back on, torque it. We'll have all these items on hunterworks.com, hunterworks1.com, and Amazon. We have pretty much, I think, everything on here except the belt change tool on Amazon. But nonetheless, if you got any questions on this clutch, give me an email, Todd@hunterworks.com. Be glad to help you any way I can. Thanks.